Hello everyone, welcome to Babu Banarsidass University. Myself Akash, Assistant Professor, Electrical Engineering Department. Today I am going to discuss the next topic after the transmission line, that is distribution part. Distribution system. In the previous video we have discussed the generation part and the transmission part. Now I am going to discuss the distribution part. Now what is distribution system? Distribution system is that part of power system which distribute electrical power to the local area, This is about the distribution system. Okay, in distribution system, three things is important. First is feeder, second is distributor, and third is service main. Okay, so these three are the pillar of distribution system. First is feeder, second is distributor, and third is service main. Now with the help of figure we have learn the concept of feeder, distributor, and service main. Okay, suppose this is the D point and this is the B point and this is A is connected to B system and this is the C. Okay, and this is the now this is the feeder and this is the feeder and this is also the feeder and from this we have a tapping here. This is tapping here, also a tapping is here. This is our tapping. Here we also have a tapping. Here we also have a tapping. Okay, so now tapping is going to service main. Now we have seen what is feeder. Feeder is a conductor. Which connect substation to local area. Okay, feeder is a conductor which connects substation to local area. Actually this is the substation. This substation is connected to the local area D. So with the help of feeder we have connected a substation to the local area. Suppose this substation is connected to local area B and this substation is connected to local area C with the help of feeder. Okay, in feeder there is no tapping. You will see that in the feeder we have used no tapping here. Okay, so you have to remember the point that no tapping are there in the feeder part. Okay, in the feeder the current distribution is uniform. Current distribution is uniform there. Okay, because there is no tapping, then the current distribution is uniform in the feeder part. Now comes to the distributor part. Distributor is also a conductor. Okay, distributor is also a conductor. Here we have AB as a distributor, BC as a distributor. This is our distributor, this is a distributor, CD is a distributor, and AD is a distributor. DC and AD. This is the distributor. In distributor we have used a tapping. You will see that in the distributor side we have using a tapping. So in this we have a tapping. If tapping is there, then current is not uniform. So current is not uniform. Current is not uniform. Okay. Now what is service main? Service main is a cable. Suppose we have a tapping. This tapping is going to the service main to our house, to our domestic load. So this is a cable only that comes to the our house. Okay. So these are the three parameters of distribution system. First is feeder, second is distributor, and third is service main. Now see one more thing, that distribution systems are classified on the basis of various parameters. The first parameter is classification of distribution system. So distribution system are classified into three category. First, on the basis of nature of current. Okay. Second category on the basis of construction type. Third category is on the basis of connection scheme. These are the broad classification of distribution system. First is the nature of current. Okay. First is the nature of current, and second is the construction type, and third is the connection scheme. Okay. Now nature of current. On the basis of nature of current, distribution system are classified into two category. First is AC distribution and DC distribution. AC distributions are also classified in two category, that is primary AC distribution and secondary AC distribution. Okay. Primary AC distribution. In primary AC distribution we have used three-phase wire system. In secondary AC distribution we have used three-phase 4-wire system. Okay. In this we have used 3-wire system. In the primary we have 3-phase 3-wire system. In the secondary we have 3-phase 4-wire system. Okay. For DC distribution we have two classification, DC 2-wire system and DC 3-wire system. Okay. DC distribution we have two classification, DC 2-wire and DC 3-wire. Now on the basis of construction, the distribution system are classified in two category, that is overhead distribution system and underground cables. These are the two classification of construction type. Now on the basis of connection scheme we have three classification. First is ring connection time, and second is radial, and third is interconnected. So this connection scheme is very important in the distribution system, that what is ring connection scheme, what is radial, and what is interconnected scheme. Before discussing this, we have seen DC 2-wire system. DC 2-wire system, that we have two conductor here. Suppose this is the conductor and this is the conductor. For this we have a voltage here, and here we have a load. Okay. this wire is for forward current carrying and this is for return current carrying. So in this way we have developed a DC 2 wire system. For DC 3 wire system we have additional wire, that is a neutral wire, we have used one more wire, that is neutral. So in this way we have distribute our electrical energy with the help of DC 2 wire and DC 3 wire. Okay, now we have discussed in a detail about the ring, radial and interconnecting system. So put a heading ring, radial type, put a heading connection scheme में radial scheme, in radial scheme we have a substation here, this is a substation. From substation we have a feeder, this is a feeder and this is a feeder here and this is also a feeder. From feeder we have a tapping. Okay, this is also a feeder. Suppose we have a point O and this is a point B, and from this feeder we have a tapping to the load, this is the load. Okay, in the radial connection scheme, if suppose there is a fault occur at point A, then this feeder will not able to supply current of this load. Okay, so if the fault occurs on this feeder, that we have not have any backup for the current supply. So this is the drawback of radial scheme. Okay, for rectify this remedy we have used a ring connection scheme. So second scheme is ring connection scheme. So in the ring connection scheme we have developed a construction in the form of ring. Suppose this is a substation and from substation we have connected a feeder. Suppose this is a point A, B, C and this is D and this is E, and we have a step down transformer that is connected to a load. Here we also have a step down transformer that is connected to a load. Here we have a step down transformer that is connected a load. Okay, now we have a fault. Suppose we have a fault here on this point. If a fault occur at the point this है ना, तो this feeder will not work, but for supplying this load we have a current flow in this fashion. Okay, so in this fashion the current flow to the load by maintaining this path. Okay, so in this way the remedy which occur in the radial scheme is rectified in the ring connection scheme. Now we have a one problem in ring connection is there. If there is a fault in the substation, if there is a fault in the substation, then this scenario will not work, because we have a feeding from this substation only. If the fault occurs on the substation only, then this will not work. To rectify this problem we have another connection, that is the interconnected connection scheme, that is the interconnecting scheme. So we have last connection scheme is interconnection interconnection scheme. The interconnection scheme means that there are, suppose this is the substation, this is the substation 1, and this is the connection of feeder in this fashion. Now here the supply is fed from another substation 2, from another substation 2. Now if the fault occurs as substation 1, if the fault occurs at substation 1, then we have a supply from substation 2 and 1, substation 2 and 3. If the fault occurs from substation 2, we have another backup, that is substation 1 and substation 3. In this way we rectify the problem that is occur in the radial connection scheme and ring connection scheme. Okay, so this is about the distribution part. Now we have another classification of power system, that is utilization. That is fourth classification is utilization. So in utilization means that the electrical energy we have generating comes to your receiving end for the electrical purpose. For utilization we have any type of load, suppose we have a fan, we have a LED bulb, we have a motor, we have a AC, any type of load is the utilization of electrical energy. So this is comes into category of utilization. After that, what is the reason behind stating the power system protection? Suppose fault occurs on any of the equipment, suppose the fault occurs on the transmission side, fault occurs on the generation side, fault occurs on the distribution side. For the protection of fault, we have to protect our equipment or appliances so that we can rectify the short circuit condition. Okay, so there are various type of, firstly we have see fault. Fault means any abnormal condition, any abnormal condition is defined as fault. Okay, actually faults are classified into two category. First category is shunt fault. First category is shunt fault, and second category is series fault. These are the broad classification of fault. First is shunt fault and second is series fault. Series fault is also called as open circuit fault. Series fault is also called as open circuit fault. In the open circuit fault, the current is reduces. If we have any open circuit fault, the amount of current is 0 only, then the voltage reduces on that side. Shunt fault is also called as short circuit fault. In the power system 2, you have study about the fault. In the fault you have seen that the short circuit fault is there. Shunt fault is also called as short circuit fault. In shunt fault, the amount of current increases and voltage is decreasing. Shunt fault is classified into another category, that is symmetrical fault, and another is unsymmetrical fault. ठीक है. Symmetrical fault is three-phase fault is there. Three-phase fault means line to line to triple line fault, triple line to ground fault. This is classified. This is comes into the category of symmetrical fault. Unsymmetrical faults means line to ground fault, double line to line fault, double line to ground fault. Okay, so actually line to ground fault is the most occurring fault. This is occur 70% of the case of practical condition that line to ground fault occurs. This happen 15% and this happen 10%, and the rest 5% happen three phase fault. Triple line fault is the very severe fault. This is the most severe fault of power system. Okay, and this is the most occurring fault, okay. Suppose line to ground fault means, suppose this is the A phase, B phase and C phase. This is A phase, B phase and C phase. Now if the fault happens on A phase in this fashion, so this is the line to ground fault. If the fault happen between these two lines, this is called line to line fault. If the fault happens from this line to and with the help of ground, this is called line to ground fault. So in this way we have categorized the line to ground fault, line to line fault and double line to ground fault. So to protect our device from these fault, we have going to learn, we are going to discuss power system protection. We are going to discuss power system protection. With the help of power system protection, we have protect our appliances from the endanger. Okay, that's why we are going to discuss very important subject, that is the power system protection. Okay,